Yeah, and welcome back. And it is the 20th of March, 2/3 of the way through the month, pretty much. Further maths, 5 a day, and let's just jump straight to the first question. What do we have? Use Pascal's triangle to expand. Now, interestingly, this isn't find the second term or the third term, it wants the whole thing. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do Pascal's triangle. So 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, etc. And I know that's going to give me 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. It's a good idea to get used to those numbers so you don't make a silly mistake in the exam. Then I'm going to do the slightly longer method, which is I'm going to take this one here and do it in powers starting in 5, as in that 5 there, and discount it by 1 each time. So 10 to the 5, 10 to the 4, these are going to be really big numbers. 10 to the 3, 10 squared, 10 to the 1, I'm not going to write 10 to the 0 because that's 1. Then I'm going to do the opposite, so minus 2x. Now I'm going to do this in one go. So minus 2x squared is 4x squared. Let's write the squared slightly neater just so I don't make an error, 4x squared. And minus 2 to the power of 3 is minus minus minus, which is minus 8x cubed. Times by 2x again is going to give me 16x to the 4, and times by 2x again is going to give me minus 32x to the 5. So first point to note is my answers are going to go plus minus, plus minus, plus minus. In other words, going to alternate. Then I'm just going to tidy this up. Now I'm not going to be able to write this in one neat line, so I'm just going to write it out step by step. So 10 to the 5 is, it's 100,000, is it? So it's 100,000 plus 5 times minus 2 is 10, so this is also 10 to the 5, so minus 100,000x, yeah, that's it. By the way, doing this in your head, bad idea, better idea to use a calculator. 10 times 10 cubed is 10 to the 4, which is 10,000, or times 4 is 40,000, so that's going to be plus 40,000x squared, so these are going to be big numbers. And then 10 times 10 squared is 10 3, which is 1,000, times minus 8 is minus 8,000x cubed. Wow, what a question. Okay, I might get a calculator for this one. 5 times 16 is 80, times 10 is 800. So actually that wasn't too bad, was it? So 800x to the 4, and I'm adding that. And then right at the end, all by itself, we have minus 32x to the power of 5. If this is a real question, you'd either get a big line to do it, just make sure it's really clear what your answer is. So the way that I presented it, not ideal, but it's fine. It's very clear what I'm doing. I should get the marks for that unless I get a stupidly mean examiner, which you shouldn't do. Next question. Okay, A is the 0.00, B is the 0.53, AB is the radius. Oh, clever. Okay, I thought it would be the diameter. Work out the equations, plural, of the two possible circles. Well, what I'm going to need is I need the length A to B. So that just means the length of A to B, which is going to be, well, let's do it over here, so I'm not squishing it in. Which is going to be 5 squared plus 3 squared square rooted, which is going to be, well, 25 plus 9 is 34, is that right? Yeah, 34. So my radius is root 34, right, which equals radius, which means my circles are, well, they've either got the centre A or they've got the centre B. So it's going to be x squared plus y squared equals 34 square rooted squared, which is 34. Or it is going to be x minus 5 squared plus y minus 3 squared. In other words, I'm using the centre of B squared, which equals 34 square rooted, which is also 34. Good little understanding question. I like that question. Next question. Okay, we haven't had one for a while, so I don't mind. We have another simultaneous equation question. Good skill to have. Depending on which calculator you have, the calculator will do it for you, but you need to know how to do it just in case. Obviously, it tells you to show the algebra in the exam. Straight away, I don't normally spot this. I'm only not very good at spotting this, but I have spotted that these two link. So the first thing I'm going to do, well, actually the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to label these equations. I'm going to do equation 2 times 2, which is going to give me 2x minus 4y minus 4z is equal to minus 4. Just check I've multiplied by 2. Yes, I have. Then I'm just going to write down equation 3, which is going to be 4x plus 4y plus 4z. Hopefully everyone has seen why I'm doing this. Is equal to 52. And then because I've got 4y and 4z and 4y and 4z, I'm going to add these equations together, which is going to tell me that 6x is equal to, well, 48 minus 4 is 52 minus 4 is 48. And 48 divided by 6 is 8, which means I have that x is equal to 8. Excellent. Then I'm going to put those 8 into equation 1 and equation 2. So I'm going to do the step in between. So 2x is 16. So 16 plus 3y minus z is equal to minus 9. And equation 2 is 8, which is the x, minus 2y minus 2z is equal to minus 2. Let's call this 4 and 5. Now, look at the z's. If I multiply the top one by 2, then my z's are going to cancel. I'm also going to, so let's do this step by step. So multiply the y's and the z's. It's going to give me 6y minus 2z is equal to, well, minus 9 minus 16 is minus 25 times 2 is minus 50. So that was that equation there times 2. Equation 5 I'm just going to write down. So minus 2y minus 2z is equal to, well, minus 2 minus 8 is minus 10. Now, what do I have? I have minus 2z minus 2, so therefore I'm going to take these equations away. So 6 minus minus 2 is 8y. And minus 50 minus minus 10 is minus 50 plus 10, which is minus 40, which means that y is equal to minus 5. Okay, almost there. And then equation 1 again, because it looks okay, I'm going to put my x and my y in. So 2 times 8 is 16. Remember, I'm doing equation 1 here. So 2 times x is 16. 3 times minus 5 is minus 15. That's handy. Minus z is equal to minus 9, which means that 1 minus z is equal to minus 9. Well, I've got 1. I take away something to give me minus 9. It must be the case that z is equal to 10. And there's my answers. I won't rewrite them. So I've got x is equal to 8, y is equal to minus 5, z is equal to 10. Today done. Really good mix of questions again today. I actually enjoyed that simultaneous equation for the first time in a while. It's good to have a break from them. Let me know how you did. Like and subscribe. I will see you for tomorrow's 5 a day. Thanks all. Bye.